Oh yeah. You wanted it? You got it. Hey guys, it's Turner4590, and welcome to Let's Play Ratchet Deadlocked. Wow, this is pretty much not only the edgiest title I've ever heard, but it's also the edgiest title screen. This is actually the intro to the new Deus Ex. Ratchet is Adam Jensen. Anyway, this is the 4th game in the Ratchet series, and it is, not the best. Let's just get that out of the way right now. No, I don't think anyone can argue. This is not quite as bad as something like Combat Racing. It's not a bad game by any means, but it definitely is a budget title. It's not, not nearly as, I don't know, God, I can't think of a word. It's like, Ratchet 2 was like, oh, this is a step up from Ratchet 1. Ratchet 3 was like, we stepped it up even harder, and then Ratchet Deadlocked is much more contained. It's a much more smaller game in terms of, everything about it. But it's still good. It's not like they completely switched genres or anything. It's still a wacky, third-person shooter with crazy guns. About a third of the guns from the first Ratchet, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, let's actually get right into it, because, yeah. Let's just fiddle around with some options here real quickly, and there we go, that should be good. Hopefully that doesn't overwrite it as soon as I actually enter the game, but hopefully shouldn't. Anyway, let's start a new game. Yeah, as you can see, there's, a couple 100 million bolts right there. Yeah, that's 13 million bolts for each of those files. Apparently, these files are back from 2007, and this one, which I just went in just to fiddle around. But yeah, let's start a brand new game, and new to the series is actually a difficulty changer, and we're going Exterminator! No. I was debating it, and I think I'm gonna go Gladiator, because that seems like middle of the road. I'm guessing this is easy, normal, hard, harder, super hard. So I'm gonna go hard because, I'm a Ratchet veteran. I feel like I know what I'm doing, so we're gonna go Gladiator mode. Let's go. The Shadow Sector, ooh. Whoa. Rest in peace. Who's this guy? Not Captain Quark. Need a more magnum twirling. Oh!
A dramatic conclusion to one of the most exciting episodes of DreadZone I have ever seen.
Wow, that's the game then. Jeez. Ratchet looks a lot weirder. He has that weird, hair thing, but... Oh, this is Ace Hardline. Never mind.
15 contestants in the regular season.
Starship Phoenix, that's something I recognize. That's a JPEG. You can't fool me, game.
Incoming call from the mayor of Metropolis. The new mayor of Metropolis.
Oh,
New mayor?
you mean, right.
Sasha.
Just a sec. Greetings, Mayor. Well, long time no see. No.
The microphone's on,
so
Ratchet.
Metropolis still in one piece, huh?
Greetings, Captain. I see you're taking good care of my old ship.
Well, she need a lot of tuning up.
Wow, Ratchet actually got, he owns the ship now? That's a long way from just having a little crappy garage on Velden.
As you know, Captain Starshield disappeared over a month ago. I've just been informed that he's been killed.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, crap.
Oh, what happened?
Apparently, he was involved with some kind of illegal combat sport, something called DreadZone. We believe it was being
Oh,
run
God.
by this man.
I was dreading this day.
He operates an underground media empire from within the Shadow Sector.
Looks like he could be an alien, mob boss in, Star Wars or something.
Many other heroes
He's
have
best
disappeared,
bros with Jabba the Hutt.
that they might have met with the same fate. Ratchet, I just wanted to warn you before.
What?
Unidentified craft approaching.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Are you the Lombacks known as Ratchet?
I don't suppose you guys are here to fix the starboard engine, huh?
Meanwhile, on the space garbage barge. DreadZone Station. No, autosave. Thank you, game. Meanwhile, at the Council of Doom.
Yeah. We've captured subject 209, Mr. Vox.
Excellent.
Kind of looks like a protopet.
Yes, sir. We caught 2 strays.
That'd be a very bad thing if it was a protopet. I take that back.
Give them collars and see if you can get some work out of them first.
Oh, so you're a dickhead. Okay. I see you. I see your style.
Hello? Hello in there? Can you hear me? You've been unconscious for hours.
I'm gonna kill Praxis! Oh, wait, no. Wrong game. Whoops.
How many fingers am I holding up?
How many fingers do you have in the first place, Al?
Feedback loop in the visual matrix processor.
They look like sausages.
How's that? Okay, now to activate your speech function.
Me out of this thing, you blarg-headed frat monkey! I can barely breathe and my tail feels like it's shoved right up my...
There seems to be a problem with the speech circuitry. I'll take a look.
Dialogue's still just as good.
Now hold
They kept that.
Let's just see if I
Well,
wire this
kinda.
telephone.
You'll see.
The new armor you're wearing is standard issue for new contestants.
Contestants? Oh,
We will
read my
explain
mind.
later. If you do not complete the qualification course in the allotted time, we will all be terminated.
Oh god! Tutorials where you can die? Oh
You
boy.
must calibrate your battlesuit's targeting matrix. First, look over at the holo target on your left.
Okay.
Turn to face the holo target on the right, then fire.
Thankfully, it's already calibrated to my camera controls preparation.
Good. Now shoot the holo target above you.
Preparations? I don't think that's actually a word.
All right,
Yeah, this is the first Ratchet game that
your
actually
circuit should be
it spawns you in a room and you can't move and you have to kind of like, you know, fiddle with the camera until it works the way you want it to. Kind of weird, but whatever. So yeah, this is the game. Oh, 1 second. Okay, so the default camera option is actually locked in strafe mode. Like you're permanently locked in strafe mode. And that's kind of annoying. I prefer like the normal Ratchet and Clank style of movement where you can move 360 degrees like this. That's more like it. And yeah, you can just turn it into strafe mode as soon as you hold one of the trigger buttons.
To reach that ledge.
So yeah, basically this is just a little tutorial, and
I
yeah.
am transmitting a digital mini-map representation of the area. Can you see it?
Oh, thank you.
The mini-map will show you the positions of nearby enemies. I am reading 3 more holo targets in your vicinity.
Okay, let's use our newfangled starter weapon, which actually is, not gonna lie, already we start off with one of the coolest weapons in the entire game. Basically, you get dualies. How freaking cool is that?
Good, Ratchet. There should be a teleporter nearby that will take you to the next stage of the qualification course.
It's very similar to something like the Lancer or something from Ratchet 2, except, you know, there's 2 of them. Ratchet's face looks really, really wonky in this game for some reason. His eyes are too big. Or it's something like that. I can't put my finger on it.
No pardons, no possibility of escape. You are now a contestant on the greatest television program that Galaxy has ever known.
Survivor! Death Edition!
From a billion screaming fans across the Shadow Sector and beyond. Chances are you'll be dead by tomorrow. But those of you who play the game with skill and strategy will earn a chance to win your freedom. So, good luck, hero. We'll be watching you.
Whatever you say, butt munch. Okay.
Ratchet, I have figured out a way to get information to you without...
Shut up, help desk! This time you're Clank, but I don't even give a crap.
You gain experience. When the bar is full, you will gain a level, and your nanotech will increase.
Thank you, That's annoying. Like, he's giving me help desk tips, but I can't cancel them. You dick. Anyway, so combat is pretty much identical in just like in, you know, the other Ratchet games. Just like Ratchet 3, like they seem to have like everything's a bit more snappier this time around. Like the wrench swipes are a little snappier. Like everything is, you know, quicker. Also, quick select returns as usual, and it's just a tiny little wheel in the top this time, and we have a swing shot by default, which is pretty cool. One thing that's unfortunate is that it doesn't look like it's kind of like I'm I'm trying to figure out what buttons actually move the quick select, but I can't seem to. It's kind of weird, like up, left. I can't go back left. Like, what the heck? It's weird. I think like I don't know. It's weird. Trust me, it's weird. Like before, it was like a circle that you just move around like this, but now it's like a square. I think the reason why it's being wonky is because we don't have any other weapons in there. But yeah, we basically have two weapons: the Magna Cannon and the Dual Vipers, and you can swap between the last three weapons you use by just pressing triangle, which is really awesome. But the Magna Cannon is basically the shock cannon from Ratchet and Clank 3, and yeah. It was decently useful in that, at least for the beginning of the game, and it's the exact same here. But yeah, those dual Vipers are really cool. Can't wait to use more of them.
Note the deadlock collar securely fastened around your neck. This collar cannot be broken or removed. Should you stray into any restricted area, the collar will administer an extremely painful shock. Observe.
I hate this job.
Should a contestant become uncooperative or worse, boring, his or her collar can be detonated at any time with the push of a button.
Wow!
Nothing to lose your head over. Right?
This guy.
Ratchet. You made it through the qualification course. Check your map. There should be a teleporter nearby. Use the teleporter to meet me back at our DreadZone containment area.
How many zero fucks Ratchet gives right now. How is he jumping like that? He's barely moving his legs. Whatever. Anyway, let's go.
Wow, this place is crazy. I've always wondered what it'd be like to be a professional gladiator. I mean, these guys have the life, the fame, the money, the babes.
Try not to forget
Ratchet, you have
being
Sasha,
in prison
and before her you had Angela.
organization.
Stop changing women. God damn it.
No time for fantasizing.
Okay, whoa, that was a weird shot. That was actually a cool, like, establishing shot, and I ruined it by touching the camera.
Everything you will need as a contestant on DreadZone. Please make yourself comfortable. You'll most likely be spending the rest of your life here.
Yes we will, because this DreadZone station...
Go find Al.
Shut up, please, shut up,
I think he has something to show you.
Shut up, please, shut up. This is DreadZone Station. Yeah, this is, sorry about that. This is actually the, hub world of this game, and, it is tiny. There's this platform, and then if you look over to your right, there's another platform, and if you look over to the left, there's another platform. Nothing happens at that platform. That's the cutscene platform over there. So basically, it's only two platforms. Yeah. Do you see what I mean about this game being contained? Like, it's kind of unfortunate, because, like, Ratchet 1 and 2 and 3 were all about, like, exploring planets and, like, having a good old time, blasting bots along the way, but basically for Deadlocked, it's pretty much... They took the combat aspect from the previous games and magnified it, and we're just like, let's just make the entire game combat, with, like, a couple vehicle sections thrown in. And it is unfortunate. Again, it's definitely a smaller scale, like, it seems like a budget title. And I was always curious why that was the case. Like, I was always wondering, like, maybe Insomniac split the team, maybe, and we're like, okay, let's start working on a PS3 prototype for next-gen Ratchet, and just so we don't abandon Ratchet, let's also work on a budget PS2 game and the PSP Ratchet games. So I was, that's my theory about why this game is so small scale. But it's weird too, because it happened for combat racing as well, where they just decided to make a really small scale jack instead of the new big one. Anyway, Again, I'm not comparing this game to combat racing. It's still good. It's smaller scale, definitely. Weapon vendors return, quite obviously, and max out ammo button from Ratchet 3 returns, the most useful thing in that entire game. And also, we have some new weapons to buy. The Obliterator, which, if I remember correctly, all it is like, it like fires like a bomb, sort of, except like the bomb floats forward, kinda. If I'm remembering that correctly. There's not many weapons in this game to remember, unfortunately, but we'll get into that when we have more to buy. Anyway, if we head over to this area, we can actually toggle on this main platform the rankometer,
To the Quasar 0115 Gladiator ranking station.
which shows us how the contest is going, basically, and basically the exterminators are the ones that we really have to watch out for. Those are like the big guys. As you can see, there's actually only 3 contestants that aren't exterminators right now, and I get a feeling that those numbers are going to decrease. So yeah, we got to watch out for the exterminators, especially Ace Hardlight, who, if you remember correctly, just killed Captain Starshield, which is what Sasha was freaking out about. So yeah, got to watch out for him. Other things on the platform, like I said, this is literally the cutscene platform. That's where you go to get cutscenes, and that's it. And over here is probably the most interesting part of DreadZone Station. Dear God. Spit take!
I have something to tell you. Meet your new
Regardless of how much smaller this game is compared to the others, they did not lose comedic timing. They kept that intact, and I'm so happy.
won't be needing them anymore.
Don't worry, boss. You won't end up like that last guy.
Last guy?
I still have nightmares about it. Oh, suck it up, Green.
Why is he called green? He's blue and gray.
Upgrade 'em. Just come and see me whenever you want to juice them up.
Okay, and here's the biggest gimmick of the game. I say gimmick, but it's actually a really cool one. Basically, we get battle bots now that are kind of like the whatchamacallit, the Synthenoids, I believe they were, in the previous Ratchet game, or was it Ratchet 2? I forget. The little droids that follow you around and just shoot for you, except they expanded the mechanic, like, way more. Like, they can do multiple things. We can actually order them around now with the D-pad. They have several different weapons. You can even customize how they look using this vendor here, as well as what weapons they have and everything, and yeah. This is where a lot of our bolts are going to be going as well, alongside buying new weapons for us. And an entirely new system as well, besides the weapons that, again, we'll get into when it's introduced. But yeah, not really anything to buy right now. Shield Link is actually quite useful, actually. There's a very specific thing that you can use Shield Link for that makes a specific thing much easier, but yeah, it doesn't look like we really need anything. What's the difference between... Oh, I see, this is heads. Okay, I was gonna say, what's the difference between this paint job and this paint job? But no, it's heads and paint jobs. Yeah, so nothing we can do here, unfortunately. But yeah, that's something to keep in mind for later. Honestly, like,
Me? Yeah, before I came here, I saw a little action. It didn't end too well. I got my legs blown off. But I was top of my class in boot camp.
Hey, you ought to go say hi to Clank. He's set up on the other side of the containment area. I bet he's lonely.
Oh my god, there's so much talking. Honestly, out of all of the new mechanics of this game, and even though this is one of my least... I'd probably say one of my least favorite Ratchet games. Like, honestly, the whole, like, robot sidekick mechanic, I actually really like. I think it's really fun. And it's cool having more firepower.
Hey, nice digs.
Digs?
I mean, what's all the hardware for?
Speak English, Ratchet.
They call this the mission control room. Each contestant is assigned a mission engineer to monitor their progress.
Right. So, what's-his-face figured he'd save a few bolts and make you do it.
Pretty much.
All right, fresh meat. Enough chit-chat. You're next up in the Battle Dome after Mobius Man. And from the way he's fighting, it won't be much longer. Now move it.
Ratchet.
Mobius, man, he represents the entire Sonic population, though.
These guys obviously don't know who they're messing with.
There's our miniature garbage barge. Take it out of here.
Attention, hero. Report to the Battle Dome transport shuttle immediately. Failure to comply will result in termination.
Okay, and actually, we can actually move on. Again, it's funny that like the most action-packed and combat-heavy Ratchet game opens up with the slowest opening. Like this entire part was just nothing but cutscenes and stuff. No, we didn't shoot a single gun outside of that little mini thing.